bad behaviors or bad habits. Oh, sorry, I'm just a Libra. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, men would never be able to get away with this bullshit.
That's not okay.
So going back to what you're saying, as far as like, he's controlling or whatever, what I think it really is he had boundaries and he was willing to put his foot down. That's not controlling. That's him being in control of his life so that you can't control it. There's a difference. Because I guarantee you, he probably didn't put a gun in your head like, if you bleed that fucking pool, bitch, I'll kill you. I guarantee he didn't do that. He probably was like, yo, listen. These are the standards.
I'm fucking dead.
Yeah, because I'm telling you. Hold on. I gotta say this because I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance to respond here. But all I'm saying is that women love to use he's controlling, or they like to use these certain buzzwords, right? So that we can sit here. Oh, because I guarantee if it was just y'all here on the table or at the table, you guys are like, oh, really? Oh my God. And they wouldn't question you. They'd be like, yeah, he probably is an asshole, whatever. Hell no. Well, let's start the show. I already know. Translation. He's controlling. He doesn't let me get away with certain behaviors that might make me promiscuous and or a slut and or put the relationship in jeopardy. That's what women mean when they say it's controlling. So we got to decode the womanese. Here's the thing. Like I said, I guarantee he didn't force you to stay in the house. He just probably said, listen, these are my rules. If you want to be with me, these are the rules, and you probably didn't like the rules.
Exactly.
4 years. You want a boyfriend.
Damn, you never let your girl.
Fucking loyal.
I don't understand. Like,
so if you're so loyal, why are you complaining?
Because it's the fact that she can never hang out. No, I'm saying as one of her best friends, like, she can never hang out with me.
And this is why we advise guys to not have the girls have friends like you, because you're a bad influence in her head.
One question.
I like to have dinner at nice spots.
I have a question for you. Since you like to answer her questions for her. Were you single when she was in a relationship?
Actually, I was in a relationship for a while when she first got into her relationship. Then we broke up. But I was in
So how long were you single
while
she was while you guys were friends?
I would say like for half of her relationship, I was taken, and then for the other half, I was single.
So here's the thing too, and I say this as well, and I don't want you to take offense to this, but we tell guys on podcasts all the time.
I'm not offended.
Don't let your girl hang out with her single friends, and or worse yet, don't let her hang out with a girlfriend that has a boyfriend that runs the relationship. Because what's going to happen is...
He didn't run me.
Anyway.
Exactly.
Because what's going to happen is she's going to influence the girl. She's going to influence your girl. And I've always said it, women typically, and you guys can turn it to y'all to tell me what y'all think. What I've come to realize from talking to both men and women is that single women perpetually keep each other single. They give each other terrible advice. Why are you cleaning for him? Why are you cooking for him? Fuck him. You're a queen. Fuck this motherfucker.
Whole freaking
blah. And let me just finish. So what I've always said is that typically, women are hive-minded creatures. They follow the flow of what their friends say. So like if you have one girl in the group that's like, hey, she's a little bit more dominant than others, they're going to follow her lead. So even if she has a terrible lead, maybe she's chronically single, she's extremely masculine, she's not attractive, maybe she's overweight, whatever, all the girls are going to look at her and be like, you know what? Maybe it is a good idea to be a raging bitch. Maybe I'll get some guys. I watched Kim Kardashian get a high-value man. Mainly follow her in her footsteps. And unfortunately, women like to follow. And I always say that, men are leaders, women follow. And if girls aren't with a strong leader, they're going to follow someone who's the strongest in her orbit. And if that person is an idiot, they're going to follow that person typically. So, and I mean, hell, we had it on the show the other day. Remember Miss Iranian Xerxes? She came in here. She went on a rant on me about all this other bullshit. And then I started hitting her with facts, and all the other girls were like, everybody switched on her. You know what I'm saying? They all but they were all they were cheering her on. She was saying a bunch of bullshit. Give me a piece of your mind. And then I went systematically to debunk everything she said. What'd they do? Oh, I don't got nothing to say. Any of you have a refute? No, you guys are agreeing on her. Tell me what you're going to say. Oh, nothing. And they just left her to dry. So all I'm trying to say is this. Girls go off of emotion, and emotions change. But fact doesn't. So my thing is, if a girl's in a good relationship with a guy, probably not in your best interest to hang out with your single friends because they're going to put little negative things in your ear and that might put the relationship
here's the
in
worst
jeopardy.
Part about it, right? Let's say it's a group of single girls and one girl has a boyfriend. Here's the problem. One of those girls may have a friend, right? A guy friend she wants to see, and they got friends too. So now what happens is you're in a situation where, you got a man's, but your friends bring around other mans, right? And they don't care if you got a man or not. Y'all are out, y'all are lit, y'all having a good time. Things can happen. It may not happen, but in that scenario, it's possible that it can happen. And that environment it's not healthy for a good relationship. It's just not, because you never know what can happen.
And we can turn it back to you guys. But yeah, that's what I'm willing to bet that controlling is. He just had boundaries that he didn't want to step on.
Now, like sitting here and thinking about it, hearing your perspectives and stuff, like I do believe like I should have done better, and like he should have done better. Both of us should have just done better. You know?
Can I say something?
I'm a very mature person.
I gotta give a round of applause. Damn.
I always tell my homegirls whenever I give advice. I personally I grew up. No. I grew up with my mom telling me, a friend that tells you to break up with your boyfriend or gives you any bad advice about leaving your man is not your real friend. Right. That's what I grew up on, as in a Brazilian African household, as a mom that went through everything to get me to where I am today, and as a father. They have always told me that. I always, when I give my friends advice, I never tell them, you can ask her, I never told her to ever, even as controlling as he was, as fucked up as he was, I never told her to leave him. Ever.
You just told her to conduct.
I didn't even tell her what to do. I never even told her what to do. I told her to listen to what she felt was right in her heart.
That's terrible advice.
She'd be like, "You're a great guy, Tori. You're such a great guy." Because at the end of the day, like it's you're your own person. Like
I got you.
Like I'll give you advice, but I'll be like, shit, but I don't really know like that. Because if I ruin your life, I don't want to be responsible. So I'm gonna tell you the shit. That's what I would do.
Boundaries.
That's how I end the advice. Like,
you want to chime in?
Yes, baby girl, you need to hear this. Here's a problem. Number one, you're not in a relationship. So as much as you want to help as a friend, you're actually making the situation worse because you don't know actually how the guy is and how he responds. The first thing you should have done in taking accountability is like, what do I need to do to earn my man's trust? Because there's girls out there, I have some friends that literally, the girl can go whatever. Go out, whatever, because she is trustworthy. She makes sure she never give a number, nobody, no IG, no whatever. She shuts you down everywhere she goes. There is girls like that. And then literally you'll be like, baby, what do you want to do? Here's a card, go out, whatever. Because she has earned that trust. You need to ask yourself, why is he asking like that? You need to have a sit down.
She has done when it comes. No. I understand 100% what you're saying, but when I'm talking about her, like, she didn't even say her body count. Her body count is literally, I can't even count it on my fingers. Like, she has done everything and everything.
So I'm just not saying it because I'm
it's not her relationship.
Tamega.
No,
you don't know.
I never told her like enough advice to like leave him or stay with him. No, I would give my opinion and I would tell her, this is my opinion. This is what I would do if I was in your shoes. But you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to disagree with me. You can take what you think, agree with me from certain points in my conversation. But I would never, ever, 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 ever tell her to let what I say affect her relationship.
Yeah. Well, here's a problem. Like, I'll just, because you told her, do what you feel is right.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, going off of do what you feel is right, a lot of the time, you're not going to exercise pragmatism and be like, okay, he's making me angry right now because I can't go to, let's say, the club. But he provides all these other benefits to me. You know what I'm saying? And, I think, because when you use emotion, a lot of time it clouts judgment, and then it clouts judgment for the negative, and you're going to do something that you might regret later on.
I would tell her, don't let your emotions fool you.
You just said do what you feel is best.
Yeah, but
that is literally the definition of following emotions.
Guys. No, I'm telling you parts of the conversation, but I would, best friends be on the phone for hours. I'd be on the phone with her